EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. The Broncos at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building. But that was certainly not a trip to remember.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180. They'll try the right side with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Well, they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
Now Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Prater's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, they have a great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on second down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants first down.
To throw now, Dart. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Levi Onwuzurike breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Goff. It's caught here by Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is power.
This is caught at the 20. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And a point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. Evans has it left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, dart. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A shotgun snap for Gone. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
Go, whoa, go.
To throw is Gone. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Goff. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's gone. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4.
180. Ric Flair.
They'll go again to Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Up the middle, Jones. To about the 26 here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
180.
They'll try the air now with Goff. It's complete to Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, here's Goff.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prater's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
But remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Across the 15-yard line. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Louis. By 20.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun. Gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Dart. Shakir hauls it in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Dart. Completes to Shakir once again. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Goff. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth can full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome New Orleans with the educated LA yelling. Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go, tonight.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, lift! Lift! Lift!
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were 982 and counting.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Over the middle to Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip somebody.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Now it's gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Play action. Here's Goff. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Goff. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Goff. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Goff now to throw. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, it's to Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. Goff. Left side caught by Diggs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw now, Dart. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Goff. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I'd like to just stand aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's the option. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
taken down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Here's Dart.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's first and 10.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same.
This is caught inside the 15. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Second and 6 coming up.
To
throw is Dart.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Throwing, Dart.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.